Hi guys, Shauna Sparkles. Yes, I got no hair. It feels good. Well, I was going to do this earlier this afternoon, but I ended up with visitors, so I thought I'd do it now. Wow, 24th of February. That's a significant date to me, guys. Oh, we don't want to say that. Move that around that way, that's better. Yes, well, as you might know, this time last year, actually, it is this time last year, I was rushed up to the Launceston General Hospital with my leg. And I had a massive infection to the point that I nearly died and didn't think I was going to make it. But I did, and I'm here today. And I am so grateful to be able to be here today. I think I had my guardian angels watching over me. And, yeah. I should show you what my leg looks like. Alright, hang on. I just got to turn this around so that you can have a look. Guys, it's nearly all gone. That is amazing. I am so thrilled with that. That was 12 months, this time 12 months ago. I was literally in hospital and pretty much fighting for my life. So, as most of you know, a week before I ended up in hospital. I was at my daughter's place. She was pregnant with her youngest son. And she was due any day. She could go any day. And I stayed up there. And, of course, giving her a hand, you know. And anyway, so I stayed there because her partner at the time was in hospital himself. Or he was away or whatever, I can't remember now. I think he was in hospital for a bit though. Anyway, I got up to go to the kitchen to make us a hot drink, a coffee. Anyway, that was alright. I went to the fridge to get the milk, but I lost my balance. I don't know why, because I walked into her place and her kitchen pretty much all the time. There was no reason why I would lose my balance. Anyway, I did, as I said, I lost my balance and I scraped my leg alongside a cardboard box. Yeah, a cardboard box. It was the corner of the cardboard box that got me. Anyway, I just rubbed it Oh, you little monkey. That hurts, you know, with a lot of bleeps in the process of it. Never thought any more about it. Anyway, come the Saturday of that week, I'd already come home. Anyway, I went and had a shower, got into my pyjamas because it was cold. Well, for me, I was literally freezing. I took myself to bed, which was really early. It was like 7 o'clock at night, which is unusual for me. I don't go to bed that early unless I'm crook. I crawled into bed and I called out to one of the housemates, and he didn't hear me because I just had no energy. I was literally worn out. I finally got him. He said, "Did you call out?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Can you get me another blanket?" Mind you, on my bed, I've got an electric blanket. I've got a thick doona, which is like cool in winter, warm in winter, cool in summer. Then I had a Sherba blanket on, which is a thick, really thick and fluffy blanket. Anyway, I had that on. I had my electric blanket on 9, because my electric blanket goes from 1 to 9, or 10 or something. And I was still cold. Anyway, I finally fell asleep. Woke up Sunday, early hour Sunday morning, vomiting. Finally got back off to sleep. So Sunday morning, I was feeling really off. And then I was like that all day Monday. So I come 11:30 Monday night. I looked at my leg again. Oh, no wonder I was crook. Very, very red. It was probably about the red as that. And I was still feeling yuck. I had no energy. I still felt like I wanted to be sick. But I couldn't walk. My leg was hurting so bad. The housemate on my behalf called me an ambulance. Well, the ambos came. They didn't waste any time. They looked at me and the bloke said, "Geez, you're not looking too good." And I said, "I don't feel it." He said, "Look at you, all rugged up in there," he said. "You poor darling." Anyway, that was all right. The female ambo took my temperature. 42.9. My temperature read. That's it, he said. "Not doing any more on her. Get her into the ambulance or take her straight up." So they knew that my body had started shutting down. They knew that I was in a serious way. And I bypassed all the triage. Didn't even have to talk to them. By the time we got there, doctor and the nurse was waiting for us. And they worked on me, done bloods and big blood pressure, and that was up through the roof. And they said to me, "Oh, do you normally have high blood pressure?" And I said, "Yeah, I am on medication for it." And told them what it was, perindopril, 8 milligram or something. Anyway, a little while later, the doctor left, come back. He said, right, we're keeping you in. I said, yeah, I sort of figured you might. For how long? He said, oh, probably a week. Really? I don't want to be here. I want to go home. No, you can't go home. And I cried. Oh boy, did I cry. Because all I wanted to do was just come home and be with my daughter. And, well, anyway, I was in for a week, and then next thing I knew, my daughter's getting admitted in because she was due to have a seizure the following day. So, and of course, COVID had only just hit here. So I wasn't allowed to go up to her, or down to her ward, and she wasn't allowed to come up to me, which sucked, really sucked. So my son-in-law would go and see her first, and then come down to me. But the day that she had him, they took a whole heap of photos and sent to my phone, and I was so happy. And I showed all the nurses that were looking after me. Oh, they all fussed over me and the baby and everything. I said, I really want to go up and see him, or down and see him, whatever the case was. I'm sorry, love. As much as we want to take you, because of COVID, we can't. But I haven't got nothing. Only this infection in my leg. But that's not going to cause COVID. No, still wasn't allowed to go. Anyway, prior to getting up on the ward, the doctor had said to me in the ER, if anything happens, and I went, yeah. If anything happens, he said, do you want to be put on life support? And I said, what? Am I going to die from this? And, well, I don't know. He started to say, well, yeah, you can. But if we get you on life support, well, that'll help save your life. I said, you do what it takes to keep me alive, mate, because I'm going to have a new grandson, and I want to see my new grandson. I'm not going to die. I'll fight. Anyway, so that was all right. I ended up on the ward. They put me in a ward on my own for the first night. Then the next night, I was in a shared ward. I really didn't want to be in the shared ward. Anyhow, I was there for, I went in on the 24th of February. And I come out on the 8th of April. So a bit over a month I was in hospital. So, it was a long time. But I think myself so lucky that things could have been far worse. But apparently the nurse had sat me down. I was sitting on my bed. She came and spoke to me. She said, do you realise you cheated death? I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I only had an infection in my leg. That's what I'm talking about. I said, but how? She said, it was sepsis. And when you came in, your body had already started shutting down. She said your kidneys were shutting down, your liver was shutting down, your pancreas was shutting down, everything inside you was shutting down. I said, so does that mean that when I was so cold and I couldn't get warm, what does that all mean? She said, well, you was going into shock, septic shock. She said, had I left it another day, that it would have been it for me. I would have been dead. So I thank my lucky stars, and you know, I believe someone up there was watching over me. So that's my 12-month update. I can't believe it's been a whole year since that had happened. So it is doing better. I'll never get rid of the lymphedema. That's something I'll always have for the rest of my life, up until the day I die. But I am getting new garments for that. So once I get them, I'll be able to wear them. We're just coming out of summer now, so we've had quite a warm summer, hence the reason why I got my hair cut yesterday. Oh, feels good. I'm sorry, Daddy. I know you didn't want me to get my hair cut this short, but I needed to. Looks like I've got a great big scar going down there. I haven't though. But yeah. Other than that, everything's going good. But if I do end up with another infection like that again on this leg, I've got to be very careful not to bump it, not to get, say, like bitten by a mosquito or whatever, because it will just flare up and I'll end up back in hospital again. I don't want that. So, but yeah, apart from that infection that time, everything's been going fantastic. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this little update, 12-month update. And because it's like Wednesday here, well, it's Wednesday night here now. So by the time you see this, you'll be into Wednesday. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. And please give it a big thumbs up. And like, comment and subscribe if you like this video. And we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.